Hi guys, so we are back from our cruise on the Carnival Sunrise, and that means it's time for another review video. So today I will be giving you an honest review of the Carnival Sunrise. I know that someone had asked me if I had just been on the Carnival Sunrise, and actually no, we were on the Carnival Sunrise actually a few months ago. So maybe things have changed and maybe they will not be super accurate when you take your cruise on the Carnival Sunrise, but this is my experience of Carnival Sunrise, and your experience could definitely be different as they update things and change things like the cruise director, or maybe they might add or remove some activities. So let's get this review started. So Carnival Sunrise. This is our fourth Carnival cruise. So we've been on the Carnival Conquest, Carnival Liberty, Carnival Elation, and now the Carnival Sunrise. I think we have done most of the Carnival cruises of this ship class, and we've done most of them that do come out of Port Canaveral and Miami. We're still missing a couple of them. I know we haven't done the Carnival Freedom, and I know that we haven't been on those huge ones, Carnival Mardi Gras, and Carnival, just like Royal Caribbean and MSC, keep releasing new and larger ships every year, so there's always more to do. But I think we have done most of the Carnival cruises in the ship class already. All right, so let's talk about Carnival Sunrise. I would say, honestly, Carnival Sunrise was my least favorite of the cruises that we've done on Carnival. The food was average. It was pretty much the same as the other Carnival cruises. The only one that I think the food was worse was our first one on Carnival Conquest, where everything just had no taste. And, I'm not one for, trying a lot of new things, and I don't need like huge bold flavors in my food, but Carnival Conquest was really really bland. So Carnival Sunrise was pretty cool. Some things, the food of the buffet, the food and main dining was the same as the other cruises, but like I said, there were like some other food options on Carnival Sunrise that was pretty cool that we didn't see before, like the guys barbecue out on the deck. And I think there was also some other ones as well. So there was quite a few choices. I do love that about Carnival cruises, is that there are a lot of options available that are free. You don't actually have to spend a whole lot of money on eating at the paid restaurants if you don't want to. Like in that one video, while we were on Carnival Sunrise, I did try the pasta bar, which was pretty much build your own pasta and they'll make it for you. Unfortunately, it did not taste very good, but you do have that option. You have the guys barbecue, you have the pasta bar, as well as the deli sandwiches that they always have, and the buffet and the main dining, and the Mexican food. So there's plenty of things. Oh, and the guys burgers as well. So tons and tons of free food. So you definitely will not run out of variety on Carnival Sunrise. So that was definitely a plus. Let's talk about our experience with ports. So we've already been to the Grand Turks and Caicos, so that was not really new for us. We enjoyed going to the beach and just enjoying a relaxing day at Grand Turks and Caicos. Like I said on the last one, on Carnival Elation, we spent the time to go to the little town, and we walked around the dirt roads and saw donkeys. We didn't really get to enjoy Grand Turks and Caicos at all. But on this cruise, on Carnival Sunrise, we definitely enjoyed a nice relaxing day at Grand Turks and Caicos. Stopping at Princess Cays was nice. It was cool to see Carnival's other private island instead of just Half Moon Cay. We did get to see Princess Cays, so that was pretty cool. Nassau, we do love that on Carnival Sunrise. We got actually 3 port days for our 5-day cruise. Usually we get 2 port days and 2 at sea days, to kind of just to make that balance. But we did get to have 3 port days, so that was really great. As much as I enjoy relaxing on the ship, better is to stop at the port and stretch your legs. And even if we've already been many times in Nassau, it's always a good way to just get off the ship, breathe some fresh air, rather than just being stuck on the ship all the time. So we always do enjoy spending at least a couple hours when we dock in Nassau. So let's talk about the playlist productions next. Playlist productions, I really loved the first 2. I really loved Soulbound, and I loved Vintage Pop. They were both amazing. Like, I think Soulbound was definitely one of my favorites. It's definitely going on my favorites. My other favorite is Epic Rock, which we didn't see on this cruise, but we've seen already twice on Carnival cruises. It does seem like the shows do repeat. They only have so many of them, so if you start to do lots of Carnival cruises, you might end up seeing the same show again. But no, on Carnival Sunrise, actually, we did not repeat any shows, and they actually had 3 playlist production shows. So that was really nice. However, like I said, on the last night, we were supposed to see Latin Nights, and I was really excited to see what kind of playlist productions that would be. And while I did enjoy the music, the voices, and I did enjoy the songs that they played, unfortunately, they were just seated on a stool and just singing. We were just watching them sing, not even in costume, and it was a little disappointing. So I hope that we will get to see Latin Nights again on a future Carnival cruise and see the whole production this time. So let's talk about some things that we didn't like on this cruise and what made this kind of one of the worst ones we've been on. I didn't want to talk about this too much during my videos while we were on the Carnival Sunrise, as I wanted you guys to enjoy seeing the ship and enjoy seeing the ports. But in this review video, I will tell you some unfortunate things that happened while on Carnival Sunrise. So on the first day, I mentioned we had some stateroom problems. They were pretty bad. We had a problem with the AC. I hate being cold. You guys, I think I do mention that a lot. I hate being cold. And we definitely could not handle the temperature of the stateroom. Like, it was crazy. It was freezing, like freezing, like colder than the rest of the ship, freezing. And we actually did have someone check on the room and check the temperature, and they definitely did agree that it was colder than it should be. And they did fix it the first night for us, so we were able to get some sleep. Then the second day, we woke up and it was back to freezing again. So we had to unfortunately go back to the desk and make another complaint. And they did switch us to another room, thankfully. And that room was still a bit cold, but comfortable, not freezing. Like, I know that on the ships, the thermostats oftentimes are at a certain kind of set temperature, just because it is hard to have every stateroom to be, for example, one at 68 and the other at like 75 or 80. It's very hard to do that. There's one kind of central heating and cooling system, so I do understand that. But yeah, it was a horrible first day experience on the Carnival Sunrise. In another video of the Carnival Sunrise, I did say that we did get delivered a plate of freshly baked cookies to our stateroom, possibly for our troubles in our first stateroom. And something actually I really didn't like on the Carnival Sunrise, I really didn't like the cruise director. I don't remember her name now, but while she tried to be happy, and she was happy, but it just wasn't the same energy as we saw on the other 3 Carnival cruises. We loved the cruise director on Carnival Conquest, Dr. E, I think was his name. Maybe I'm wrong, but something like that, something doctor. an African American man, and he was amazing. We loved to see him. He was energetic. We loved having him. On the second one, I don't remember his name, but he was also pretty energetic. You know, he got everyone up and going, and we really enjoyed him. Carnival Elation was also a really amazing cruise director. That one, he was just running around doing a million things at once. It was really crazy how many things he did on the ship on Carnival Elation. This one, I don't know, she just didn't have the same energy, and it kind of ruined the experience, I think, a little bit. Because with the cruise director, you know, you see the cruise director before every Playlist Productions show. And the cruise director also hosts many shows like the Love and Marriage show, as well as some other things in the theater. And if you don't really like the cruise director, then it kind of ruins the experience a lot, especially for the mega deck party. This was the first cruise we didn't actually really stay and hang out at the mega deck party because it wasn't the same. We didn't really feel the energy from our cruise director. And also she does, cruise director does make announcements every day, and, you know, I think she tried her best, but it just wasn't the same. And yeah, that kind of brought us down a little bit on this cruise. But yeah, I think I covered pretty much everything about the Carnival Sunrise. Yeah, so thank you everyone for watching, and see you guys next week. Bye.